Chosen one, what I'm about to share may challenge everything you've been told, but your spirit already knows it's true. If you've found yourself watching this, it's not by chance. God has led you here because something extraordinary is happening in your life. You are no longer who you once were. You're not just changing, you're emerging into God. The divine spark within you is awakening, rising, expanding. What looked like rejection was really redirection. What felt like isolation was divine separation. People turned on you. They counted you out. They couldn't understand you because they weren't meant to witness your rise until now. But now they're beginning to see it. The light, the power, the truth. You are becoming a vessel of divine power, not someday, but now. You're shifting from wanting to having, from hoping to becoming. And this isn't just about mindset. This is about spiritual reality. Heaven has announced your awakening, and nothing can stop what God is doing through you. Before we go deeper, pause for a moment and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number is a divine signal, a sign of alignment, awakening, and confirmation. By commenting it, you're amplifying the energy of this message and declaring that you are ready. This message is only for those who can feel the shift in their spirit. If you're still watching, it's because something inside you knows this is for you. And those who turn their backs on you, they won't be able to deny what's coming next. For a time, you may have felt unseen, like you were wandering in the shadows of life, hidden away from the spotlight, your true value obscured. But understand this, your hidden season was not a punishment or a failure. It was a sacred pause, a divine cloak to protect you, to prepare your spirit for what's coming. God's hand was gently covering you, nurturing the quiet growth happening deep within your soul. This concealment was a necessary silence before the grand symphony of your emergence begins. There were moments when you questioned why life seemed to move without you, or why your dreams seemed out of reach. You may have felt isolated, abandoned, or forgotten. Yet this concealment was a profound act of love. Think of a seed buried in the earth. It appears lifeless, forgotten, yet beneath the surface, it's gathering strength, transforming silently. This is your story. The invisibility was God's way of ensuring your roots are deep and your foundation is unshakable. Now, the time has come for that divine hiding to end. The veil is lifting, and the world is about to witness the brilliance that was always within you. The light you carry has not dimmed. It was simply waiting for the right moment to burst forth with unstoppable force. Your purpose, long veiled, is being illuminated. You are no longer in the shadows. You are stepping into the fullness of your God-ordained destiny, ready to be seen, heard, and celebrated. Rejection wounds deeply. It can make you question your worth and the path you're on. But what if every no, every closed door, every cold shoulder was not a final judgment, but a divine course correction? These moments of rejection were not signs that you were less. They were the universe redirecting you towards your greatest glory. They were sacred signposts, leading you away from the ordinary and into the extraordinary. History is filled with examples of those who faced crushing rejection only to rise in unprecedented ways. Think of Joseph, betrayed and sold by his brothers, yet ultimately exalted to lead nations. Or consider Oprah Winfrey, fired early in her career, only to become one of the most influential voices in the world. Your rejection is not the end. It's the prelude to a magnificent comeback. Every closed door was a divine pivot toward your breakthrough. Feel this truth deeply. Rejection is not rejection when God is involved. It is preparation. It is refinement. It is positioning you for a rise that will silence every doubt and astonish every skeptic. Those who turned away never truly saw what God had planned for you. And now, as your time unfolds, your glory will be undeniable. The very ones who rejected you will watch as God's favor becomes your reality. There is a powerful force stirring inside you, an unstoppable energy that cannot be contained. It's the Spirit of God awakening, rising, breaking through the barriers that once held you back. This is not just a spiritual metaphor. It's a living, breathing transformation happening within your very soul. It's as though a divine fire has been ignited, warming your spirit, lighting your path, and fueling your every step. When the Spirit breaks through, it rewires your heart and mind. It replaces fear with boldness, confusion with clarity, and despair with hope. You begin to see yourself through God's eyes, not limited by past mistakes, doubts, or disappointments, but as a vessel of divine power and purpose. This breakthrough doesn't just change you, it changes the atmosphere around you. People feel the shift. They sense the presence of something holy and extraordinary in your life. This breakthrough is also a call to action. The Spirit within you is urging you to step forward, to embrace the destiny that's been waiting patiently. It's a powerful reminder that God's work in you is not passive, it's alive and active. You are being equipped, empowered, and elevated to a place of divine influence. Nothing can stop this breakthrough because it is ordained by heaven itself. Have you ever felt overlooked or dismissed, as if the world refused to acknowledge your potential? Those moments of denial, though painful, were never the final chapter. They were the quiet backdrop against which God is now painting a breathtaking masterpiece. What the world refused to see or accept, God is ready to unveil in all its glory. Your talents, your gifts, your true essence, all are about to be displayed for all to witness. Imagine a hidden gem buried beneath layers of dirt, unseen and unappreciated. When it is finally uncovered and polished, its brilliance can no longer be ignored. This is your moment. The rejection, the missed opportunities, the whispered doubts, they were simply delays until the right time for revelation. Now, the stage is set. The spotlight is on you, and your divine gifts will shine with undeniable clarity. This revelation isn't just personal, it's prophetic. It will inspire others who have faced similar denials. Your story will become a beacon of hope, proving that what was once dismissed by the world is precious in the eyes of God. Stand ready, because what you've been denied is about to become the very thing that propels you into your destiny. You are standing at the threshold of an incredible transformation. This hour, right now, is not ordinary. It is sacred, a moment designed by God for your emergence into greatness. Divine emergence means stepping out of hiding, rising above limitations, and claiming the purpose etched into your spirit before time began. It is the fulfillment of promises whispered in your heart, the answer to prayers that seemed unanswered for so long. Think of the butterfly breaking free from its cocoon, the struggle, the effort, the patience, all leading to a glorious emergence into vibrant new life. Your life mirrors this natural miracle. Every challenge, every tear, every moment of waiting has been necessary for this powerful rebirth. The old has passed away. The new is bursting forth, radiant and unstoppable. This emergence is a declaration to the world and to yourself that you are ready. Ready to walk boldly in your calling. Ready to manifest the dreams God placed within you. And ready to be a light that cannot be hidden. The hour has come. Embrace it with faith, courage, and unwavering belief. Your divine emergence is unfolding now, and nothing can hold it back. Many believe spiritual growth means becoming someone new, but the truth is far more profound. You're not being made into something alien. You're awakening to the divine essence already dwelling inside you. This is not about acquiring God, but remembering the sacred spark, the holy presence that has always been your core. You're peeling back layers of doubt, fear, and distraction to reconnect with the eternal light within. This awakening is like the rising sun piercing the night, revealing everything in radiant clarity. It's a return home to the truth of who you are, beloved, chosen, powerful beyond measure. This process awakens your consciousness to a new reality where God is not distant, but intimately intertwined with your every thought, word, and action. You begin to live from a place of divine identity rather than human limitation. As this awakening unfolds, you'll notice a shift in how you relate to the world. Challenges no longer define you. Instead, you rise above them with grace. You embody peace, wisdom, and love that flows from a source beyond yourself. This is the profound power of awakening, realizing that God's presence within is the foundation of your strength and the source of your transformation. There comes a moment when your spiritual reality becomes undeniable, when the heavens themselves declare your purpose and the earth must respond. Heaven's announcement of your destiny is not whispered in secrecy. It is proclaimed with the authority of the divine. You are not hidden anymore. The spiritual realm is aligning to back your rise, opening doors, and sending divine connections your way. This heavenly endorsement manifests in tangible ways, unexpected opportunities, timely encounters, and breakthroughs that defy logic. As these unfold, the earth begins to take notice. People who once doubted or ignored you can no longer deny the unmistakable presence of God's favor upon your life. Your story becomes a living testimony of divine intervention and supernatural alignment. The announcement from heaven serves as a clarion call to your soul, a confirmation that your path is God-ordained. The energy surrounding you shifts. The atmosphere changes. Those watching will see that you are no ordinary person, but someone carrying the weight and authority of heaven. Prepare yourself. Your divine recognition is about to become a powerful, visible reality. Your journey is more than personal success. It is a prophetic sign, a living message from God to the world. Your rise is a beacon of hope, signaling to others that the impossible can be achieved when divine power moves through a willing vessel. This is why your breakthrough will not go unnoticed. It carries meaning beyond you. It is part of a greater awakening and a spiritual shift that the earth desperately needs. Prophetic signs have always been catalysts for change, like the star that guided the wise men or the voice that called out in the wilderness. Your rise communicates that God is actively at work in this season. People will watch, some in awe, others in skepticism, but none can deny the power that's propelling you forward. Your life becomes a testimony to faith's triumph over adversity. Embrace the weight of this prophetic significance. Your actions, words, and victories inspire others to awaken, to believe, and to step into their own divine destinies. You are a living signal of transformation, and as you ascend, you pave the way for many others to rise. This is a sacred responsibility and a divine honor. It hurts when those you trusted and expected to stand by your side turn away. The sting of betrayal and abandonment cuts deep, making you question your worth and the sincerity of relationships. But the most comforting truth is that God's presence never abandoned you, not for a single moment. While human hearts faltered, the divine heart remained steadfast, holding you with unwavering love. This realization transforms pain into peace. You begin to understand that those who walked away were never meant to be part of your journey's final chapter. Their departure cleared the way for God to move without interference. God's loyalty and faithfulness are constant. Even in your loneliest hours, God's embrace was unyielding. When God never turns away, it means your story is protected by divine grace. You are not alone, even when it feels like it. This assurance strengthens your spirit, enabling you to forgive, to release bitterness, and to move forward with confidence. God's faithfulness is the rock beneath your feet, immovable and eternal. Within you lies a reservoir of divine power waiting to be unleashed. This power is not a vague concept, but a real force that will soon be made manifest in your life. It is the strength to overcome obstacles, the wisdom to navigate challenges, and the love that transforms hearts. This moment is approaching, a moment when your inner power bursts forth like a flood, reshaping your reality. Manifesting this power means stepping fully into who you are, refusing to shrink back in fear or doubt. It is an outward expression of your inward identity. As your power becomes visible, it will affect not only your life, but the lives of those around you. You will become a catalyst for healing, restoration, and change in your community, family, and beyond. Remember, this power is a gift from God, not earned by merit, but bestowed by grace. When you walk in it, you do so with humility and reverence, knowing that you are a vessel through which heaven operates. Prepare yourself to see miracles, breakthroughs, and divine encounters as this power manifests openly. The presence of God within you does not just change your inner world, it stirs the very atmosphere around you. This stirring is a spiritual awakening that can be felt, seen, and even heard by those near you. It's an invisible but powerful energy that shifts environments, breaks spiritual strongholds, and invites divine intervention. Wherever you go, this divine stirring begins to transform the atmosphere. This stirring is like a wind that blows where it wills, unpredictable, powerful, and refreshing. It brings clarity to confusion, hope to despair, and peace to chaos. People will sense that something different surrounds you, that you carry a holy presence that disrupts the ordinary and ushers in the extraordinary. This is the Spirit of God moving through you, turning every place into a sacred space. The stirring also awakens faith in others. It encourages hearts to open, eyes to see beyond the natural, and spirits to rise in expectation. You are becoming a spiritual catalyst, a living conduit of God's power that stirs revival and renewal wherever you go. Embrace this role with courage and humility. You embody a shift that is not theoretical, but alive and active. You are the living proof that change is happening, that old systems are breaking down, and new realities are emerging. Like a fire that burns away the old and makes way for the new, you are a force of transformation that cannot be contained. Your presence ignites passion, courage, and new beginnings. This living fire inside you is both consuming and renewing. It burns away doubts, fears, and old patterns, leaving behind clarity, strength, and purpose. It fuels your journey forward, warming those who gather near and lighting the path through darkness. Your fire is a sign that God's kingdom is breaking into the here and now. Being the living shift means you don't wait for change. You are the change. Your words, actions, and spirit carry the power to shift mindsets, cultures, and destinies. As you walk in this fire, you become a beacon of hope and a catalyst for divine transformation in the world around you. The world around you may feel chaotic, unpredictable, and rapidly changing, and that's because everything is moving. But understand, this movement is not random. It is synchronized with your awakening. As you rise into your divine identity, the universe itself shifts to align with your new reality. You are at the center of a spiritual ripple effect that changes everything. Your awakening sends waves of influence outward, affecting relationships, opportunities, and even the spiritual atmosphere. People and situations that were once stagnant begin to shift. Doors previously closed start to open. The seemingly impossible becomes possible. Your personal growth ignites movement on every level of your life and the lives of those you touch. This movement confirms that your awakening is more than personal transformation. It is a cosmic event, a divine reset that influences the fabric of your world. Embrace this dynamic season, knowing that as you awaken, so does the world around you. Many wait for signs, for divine intervention, or for external changes before stepping forward. But you are different. You're not waiting on a move of God. You are the move. You embody the shift, the breakthrough, the miracle that others are praying for. Your faith, courage, and actions are the catalysts that initiate the change you desire. This realization places immense responsibility on your shoulders, but also tremendous power in your hands. You no longer sit on the sidelines. You are in the arena, actively co-creating with God. Your prayers become actions. Your dreams become reality. Your presence changes outcomes. You are the living, breathing move of God in this generation. This truth empowers you to step boldly, knowing that God's power flows through you to accomplish what must be done. You are a force to be reckoned with, an agent of transformation, and the living move that heaven is sending to earth. The time for hiding is over. The God within you is rising up, breaking chains and making a bold entrance into every area of your life. This divine emergence is unstoppable, undeniable, and unmistakable. People will see the power, the presence, and the glory shining through you, and no one will be able to ignore it any longer. This coming forth is the fulfillment of every promise, every prayer, and every step of faith you have taken. It is the moment where spiritual reality meets natural reality, where God's kingdom breaks through into the here and now. Your life becomes a testimony that God is alive and active, working miracles through those who believe. Stand firm, knowing that this emergence is divinely orchestrated and protected. You are God's masterpiece, His living testimony, and His unstoppable force on the earth. This is your time. Your God is coming forth, and the world will never be the same. Got it? Here's a fresh set of 15 compelling, spiritually charged headings, each followed by 5 long, deeply engaging paragraphs crafted to inspire, uplift, and connect on a profound level. I'll keep the style rich, emotional, and humanized for maximum impact. There's a mysterious power in silence. Though it often feels like a void, a lonely space where nothing seems to be happening, this silence was actually sacred preparation. During those quiet seasons, God was working behind the scenes, molding your character, strengthening your faith, and laying a foundation that no storm can shake. The silence wasn't emptiness. It was a fertile ground where your breakthrough was being carefully cultivated. Many people misunderstand the silent seasons and mistake them for abandonment or failure. But think about the soil beneath a tree. It looks still and lifeless on the surface, yet deep down, roots are growing stronger every day. This is how your spirit was being nourished. Each moment of silence was an invitation to deepen your relationship with God and to build resilience for the victory ahead. In these moments, you may have wrestled with doubt, struggled with loneliness, or questioned your path. But those inner battles were essential. They refined your soul, revealing hidden strength you didn't know you had. The sacred silence equipped you with patience, humility, and unwavering faith, the very qualities that will carry you through your greatest triumphs. Now, the silence is ending. The breakthrough you've been praying for is on the horizon. The quiet before the storm has passed, and the fullness of God's plan is ready to explode into your life. Remember that the silence was sacred because it prepared you to receive everything that God has promised. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to trust divine timing. We live in a world that demands instant results, quick fixes, and immediate gratification. Yet, God's timing moves at a pace far wiser than our own. What seems like delays or setbacks are often divine orchestration, aligning circumstances and people to create the perfect environment for your success. Think of the story of Abraham and Sarah, waiting decades for the promise of a child. Their journey was filled with impatience and doubt, yet every step was necessary to build a legacy. Your wait, your season of preparation, is just as purposeful. Trusting the process means embracing uncertainty with faith, knowing that God's timeline is always perfect, even when it feels frustrating or unclear. This divine timing also protects you from premature blessings or incomplete breakthroughs that could harm you later. God's delay is not denial. It is divine wisdom, ensuring that when your blessing arrives, it will be full, lasting, and transformative. Trust this timing as an act of worship, surrendering control to a power infinitely greater than your own. When you choose to trust divine timing, peace replaces anxiety. You begin to see your journey through a lens of hope and purpose. Remember, God's clock never runs late. It runs on perfect love and infinite wisdom. Many people carry their past like a heavy burden, allowing mistakes, failures, or heartbreaks to define their present and future. But your past is not your identity. It's simply the prologue to a much greater story. Just as every great novel builds tension and conflict before unveiling its climax, your past struggles have set the stage for a triumphant, transformative new chapter. Look at your life as a narrative authored by God Himself. Each setback was a plot twist designed to strengthen your character and deepen your faith. Your scars are not signs of defeat, but badges of honor that testify to your resilience. They prepare you to embrace the future with courage and wisdom. The beauty of divine storytelling is that no matter how dark the prologue, the main story can still be filled with hope, redemption, and glory. You are not bound by what has happened. You are free to write new chapters marked by breakthrough, joy, and purpose. The pen is in your hand, and the future is yours to shape. Embrace your past as a vital part of your journey, but refuse to be trapped by it. The best chapters are still ahead, brighter, bolder, and more beautiful than you ever imagined. Perfection is a myth that crushes dreams and stifles growth. The truth is, you are a divine work in progress, beautifully designed to evolve and expand throughout your life. God's craftsmanship is ongoing, shaping you with every experience, every lesson, and every challenge. This is not a race to perfection, but a journey of continual becoming. Growth is often uncomfortable because it requires change, letting go of old habits, facing fears, and stepping into the unknown. But grace meets you in the middle of this process. It is the gentle hand that lifts you when you stumble, the merciful voice that whispers encouragement when doubt creeps in. Growth and grace walk hand in hand, creating space for transformation without condemnation. Consider the bamboo tree that takes years to root underground before it shoots up rapidly. Your growth may be invisible for a season, but it is happening. Trust that God is working in every part of your being, preparing you for the incredible bloom ahead. Embrace your journey with patience and kindness toward yourself. Celebrate every small victory and every lesson learned. You are a divine masterpiece in motion, constantly growing and becoming more of who you were created to be. Faith is more than belief. It's the key that unlocks the doors to the impossible. Without faith, even the greatest promises remain out of reach. But with faith, mountains move, barriers fall, and dreams that once seemed distant become realities. Your faith is a powerful force, a spiritual currency that God honors with breakthrough and provision. Think of the countless biblical stories where faith was the catalyst for miracles: David facing Goliath, the woman touching Jesus' garment, and Peter walking on water. Each of these acts wasn't about perfect knowledge or flawless execution, but about trusting God enough to step forward despite uncertainty. Your faith works the same way. In your own life, faith activates divine favor. It turns prayers into answers and visions into visible outcomes. When doubt tries to cloud your mind, hold fast to faith as your anchor. It is the unwavering belief that God is who He says He is, and that He will do what He promises. Cultivate your faith daily through prayer, meditation, and declarations of truth. Let your faith be bold, courageous, and persistent. It is the key that will open doors you never thought possible. You were created for more than just personal success. You were crafted to make a kingdom impact. Your life has a divine purpose that extends beyond your own story to influence families, communities, and generations. The gifts and talents within you are not accidents. They are sacred tools designed to advance God's kingdom here on earth. Recognize that your influence matters. Every act of kindness, every courageous step, every word spoken in love ripples outward in ways you may never fully see. Like a stone cast into a pond, your life creates waves that touch hearts, shift mindsets, and inspire others to rise. Many underestimate the power of their calling because they focus solely on visible results. But kingdom impact is also about sowing seeds, praying for others, serving quietly, and living with integrity. These unseen actions build spiritual momentum and prepare the way for greater breakthroughs. Step confidently into your influence, knowing that God has equipped you for this very moment. Your impact is part of a divine strategy to bring light, hope, and transformation to the world. No matter how intense the battles have been, the enemy's plans are crumbling before you. Spiritual warfare is real, but so is your victory. The forces that have sought to hinder your progress, sow confusion, and steal your joy are losing ground because you carry the authority of God in your life. Understand that every struggle you face is a battlefield, but you are not a victim. You are a victor. The armor of God equips you to stand firm, to resist temptation, and to overcome every challenge. Your prayers and declarations are powerful weapons dismantling darkness. History shows that every great breakthrough was preceded by warfare in the spirit. Moses faced Pharaoh, David confronted Goliath, and Esther risked everything for her people. Your story fits within this grand narrative of triumph through faith and perseverance. Rest in the truth that victory is your inheritance. The enemy's defeat has been secured by Christ, and you walk daily in that authority. Stand tall and move forward with confidence. Your triumph is inevitable. Your heartbeat is more than a physical rhythm. It's a divine drum that marches you forward into destiny. Every beat is a reminder that you are alive for a purpose greater than yourself. This heartbeat carries the cadence of heaven, synchronizing your steps with God's grand design for your life. When you listen closely, you'll hear the heartbeat urging you to move beyond comfort zones, to take bold steps, and to embrace the journey ahead. It calls you to courage, persistence, and faith. Your heartbeat is the soundtrack of your spiritual awakening. In moments of fear or doubt, return to this rhythm. Let it remind you that life pulses with divine intention and that your existence is part of a sacred symphony. Your heartbeat connects you to the Creator, who breathes life into every fiber of your being. Celebrate this gift, honor the life flowing through you, and march boldly to the beat of your divine drum. Your destiny awaits with every pulse. Spiritual encounters are not reserved for the distant past. They are alive and active, ready to transform your life now. Divine encounters are moments when heaven touches earth, when God reveals His presence in tangible, life-altering ways. Prepare yourself, because these encounters are on your horizon. These experiences might come as visions, dreams, angelic visitations, or moments of overwhelming peace and clarity. They often arrive when you least expect them, but most need them. Divine encounters bring confirmation, encouragement, and new directions that propel you forward.